Um, wow. It's like I have definitely put people in perspective on a lot of different things. You know, me and Puff, I have no problems with Puff, nothing like that, no hate, nothing. So this comes from just how I feel about the situation. And how I feel, let me say for the record, don't really mean anything in this situation. Why? Because these are his children. He can do what he wants to. He's their father. And P. Diddy can do what he wants with his girls, his twin girls, and I think his other daughter, this is what he likes to do. He does it with his son. But me personally, I think Diddy should just stay out of it. So I think Diddy should like let them be managed. He can be there for guidance, but be careful with doing that and pushing your kids to be stars. And if they want to do this, and that's fine, and you can support them. But Diddy, the way his personality is, and the way how passionate it is about management and producing, being a producer, he can't help it. He can't turn off that switch. Diddy got to be in there making it happen because he's a visionary. He's a workhorse. He's not somebody that's gonna shy away from the work. He gonna put it in, and he knows exactly what it takes. And now he's talking about the Combs sisters, and I just want them to. I mean, I'm cool with it, but I just don't think parents of famous entertaining parents should push their children into the entertainment business. As you've seen, most actors, they don't really want to, push their kids towards Hollywood because they know like it's a crazy world. But some they do because they like start to dim and they start saying, well, here's my daughter, take her at a young age and expose her to this craziness and try to ride the wave of the daughter now, and you're like living your life through them, and it's like it's a difficult situation. It's like dicey. But sometimes parents, you see some of those dance moms, they get so absorbed into their kids' life that they start living their life through their kids. I mean, you could watch them and you could sit back and observe like you're watching a movie and like, man, this is like me watching a movie in my life. I used to do this thing, and that's a wonderful thing. But you can't put what you want to do or what you would have done in these situations into your kids and push them there because then they will suppress what they want to do because the kids always want to make mom and dad happy. They're the first people to ever love them. It's with them 24/7. They want to do this for mom. They want to do this. But the thing is, they might become successful at what they're doing. But it might damage them as far as the connection of what they really wanted to do and what they really suppressed and what they want to do, but they don't want to disappoint you. They can have depression issues. They become recluses. They develop habits. These things happen. We've seen these things happen to children of entertainers or powerful people or famous people in the way. I'm not saying that's going to happen to these girls. I'm just saying in general, I just don't like it. Period. I definitely don't like anything to do with famous people pushing their kids to go down there. Now, if the kid want to do it on his own, and he's like, "This is me, I want to do it," that's fine. Now, you see Chavez Jr. I mean, Chavez Jr. when he wanted to do, Chavez Jr. wasn't no real fighter. He wanted to fight to make some money late in his life. Grew up a rich kid. He wanted to do it just so he could have some of his own money, ride his father's name. That's different. His father never pushed him to be a fighter. Now, everybody who sit there and say these different things about where they would be if such and such would happen, if this happened this way, I would be here, I would be there, my career, and man, if I'd have did this, Diddy's made it. Like, these girls never have to do this. You know, I can understand they doing it if they want to, and Diddy's son, same thing. But I just really don't think Diddy's the one that should be handling everything. He's really demanding. And he's going to demand perfection. So, you know, it could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. You know, let them do it for the fun of it, you know, and just sit back. You know, Al Pacino told me personally when I saw him in Las Vegas, he told me, he's like, I got a daughter, you know, that's a young daughter, and she's acting. She's doing plays. And he's like, I snuck in and watched one of her plays. And she was so good in the play. But I didn't want her to become she wants to be an actor. And I'm just like, I don't know about letting you be an actor. Because I developed a love for it. I loved it. I went and did a show on stage and I loved it. And he's like, when I saw her do that play, she didn't even know I was there. She couldn't see me. I'm watching her from the side, and I saw what I know I saw in myself. She loved it. She was loving what she was doing. She really loves acting. Like, so that's the only reason he said that's the only reason I would push her and give her the support to go ahead and be an actress in the business if she wants to continue acting because she has the love for it. She really does. It's natural. And that's the only way I would do it. And now, if that's the case, and it made sense. So if that's the case, I'm all for Diddy with his girls doing that. Like I'm saying, it ain't up to my approval. I'm just giving you my opinion because people love to get stuff twisted. Who are you to tell that man that's just kids? And I'm like, look, I'm just saying in general because I look at Diddy as a producer, as a manager, as his job. I'm not saying as their father. I'm talking about as his job. You know, making your kids a star and eating off them is just like, I don't like that. You know, I would never want that burden on my kids to feel like they got to do something for dad. Like, I got to do this for dad. And I'll be, no, do it for you. You know, like, do what's going to make you happy in life. Oh, okay. So I'm getting a call. All right. Let me holler at y'all later. Don't forget, support the page. Hit up the Cash App. I'm Carcino on the Cash App. And hit the link in the description box for the Streamlab. Boom.